Hello YouTube, Robin Hood Bricks here, and it's Brick Call O'Clock with a little subscriber package and a big dented Bricklink package. Ooh! Right, well I hope there's nothing broken in there. That's got some base plates in it I think, so I'm a little concerned about that. But the most important package to get started on is this subscriber one. And if you want to send something to the channel, you can by using my PO box address. We've got a little box here and a letter and a bit of packaging, is it? Oh no! We've got a wanted poster. Oh, this is very good. I nearly screwed that up. So it's a good thing I didn't. So let me just open the letter so we can see who it's from. It's from Sean. And Sean has made this wonderful wanted Friar Tuck for crimes against Brick Derby. Oh, the crimes against Brick Derby aren't too bad, are they? Have you seen this figure? Believed to have escaped to Brick Nottingham to hide out and have fun with the notorious brick builder Robin Hood Bricks. Reward 1 million VIP points. Oh, that is absolutely great. It's kind of been distressed with what looks like tea and sort of crumpled up and cut out very roughly. That's why I thought it was packaging. I'm so glad I didn't just screw that up. That would have been a nightmare. That is really good. I like that. So I can kind of guess who is in there. But let's read the letter. Dear Robin, a little token of thanks for your wonderful channel. The creativity and enthusiasm of your Lego City is amazing, with all of the details and fun scenes. Always look forward to your videos. I thought some of the stickers may be of use for Under the Sea. Ooh, that sounds good. So we've got some stickers as well. I heard one of your merry men may have recently escaped from Brick Derby. Maybe he could be found in Brick Nottingham. Keep on building. Can't wait to see what your next creation will be. All the best, Sean. Oh, well, that is absolutely lovely. I adore that. So brilliant. A great poster. That's going on the fridge. I can tell you that. Do I need to cut into this? I don't think I do. I think I can just shake it open. And we've got a baggie and we've got some stickers. Let's go through those first. So we've got some kind of mottled sand green ones here. I think they're from an Aquaman set from memory or some Marvel one or something. Well, we've got 3, 4, 5 of those. So yeah, I have to think how to use those. Ideas for that, please. Yeah, very good. Then we've got some wood ones for 1x4s and 1x3s. Not so sure about the little cute panda picture, but maybe that could go on somebody's fridge in my city. Who knows? And that almost looks like, I don't know, a bamboo container. Oh, but that dial was quite good. So yeah, got 2 of those as well. Some solar panels. Oh, well, that'll come in handy for some satellites that I keep meaning to attach to the ceiling of my Lego room, but still haven't got around to it. But anyway, so yeah, if I need any extra solar panels, there are 2. Oh, and these I recognise very well from the shrimp boat from the Hidden Side sets. And I really like this shrimp logo, so maybe I could put that on a container near the harbour there, or maybe some sort of delivery vehicle or something like that. I really like their little shrimp logo, and I could probably put some safety rings on some cracked glass pieces. So I mean, yeah, there's quite a lot of useful things here, and more wooden pieces for planks to put on 1x4 tiles as well. So that one's really useful as well. So thanks very much for that. Then into the bag itself, we've got a fella with a Hawaiian shirt on. Yep. A recent series minifigure, which is the kind of Steve Irwin figure with, yep, there he is, the koala. So we've got 2 of those now. You must have had a second one going or something like that. So yeah, I'll have to put the 2 koalas together. Maybe we'll have loads of little koalas if we've got 2 big ones before long. Then we've got, oh wow, here we go. Here is Friar Tuck, fresh from his crimes in Brick Derby to hide out in Brick Nottingham. So he's got a bottle, he's on the sauce, and he's got a nice sort of tunic torso that I don't recognise, a kind of shoulder cloak, which I also don't recognise, but it's kind of Friar Tucky, isn't it? And a dark brown kind of skirt piece. That's really good. And he's got an old man face, but a really jolly smile. A little bit of damage on the mouth there. I don't know if that was in transit or what, but I can probably find another one to replace that. And he's got a hood for when he's going incognito, but it seems that I've also been provided a bald head hairpiece. Hey, so he matches his poster. And yeah, I think he definitely needs to join the merry gang on my desk, along with John and Barry and so on. Yeah, he's really nice. So we'll have to call him. Well, we can't really call him Sean, can we? Because he's Friar Tuck. But yeah, I really like him a great deal. He's great fun. So yeah, that's fantastic. Then we've got a seal, which is a Friends seal, which I don't have because I'm not a massive fan of the sort of makeup eyelashy eyes. But it's quite a good piece apart from that. It's a bit big though. Or maybe not. Yeah, about right. A couple of torsos. Oh, tear into this one. One for a diving torso with a dolphin on from, well, 90s, I think. And that is Clutch Powers one, isn't it? Oh, no, I don't know. Anyway, one of the Explorer sort of torsos, anyway, with sort of fleece lined jacket. So that's pretty cool. I think I've got that, but you always can do with another one. Oh, I bet this is his staff. Oh, yes. That's really good. I really like him. I really need to look where this little sort of cloak thing is from in the catalogue, but that's really interesting. So yeah, that is a great addition to my desk thing, which has got too many people in it now. I'm going to have to get some sort of probably brick-built sort of central display so I can actually attach them, because they're always falling off my little monitor stand here. But yeah, he's brilliant, and this is also brilliant. So thanks very much for that, Sean. I'm not going to dob him in and get the 1 million VIP points, although that would be quite a lot of Lego. I'm going to instead get on with my big box from bricklink.com. So let's get to that. You know, I almost prefer him with his hood on. He looks mucho misterioso, if you ask me. But then again, he is known for having a bald head as part of his friar outfit. So, yeah, maybe I'll have to put that on. But I'll be able to use that somewhere else, no doubt. Maybe put it on one of the other ones in the gang. I don't know. Anyway, on to this slightly bashed box, which on my list of past orders I have labelled as Army Builder ! So yeah, expect to see loads and loads. Oh no, it's this guy again. Loads and loads of repeat minifigures for army building. Right, this is the person who likes to put everything in these padded envelopes. They must have a free limitless supply. So I'm going to pause again, just get rid of all of this packaging, and then we can go through what's inside. Right, well that very much felt like Christmas morning. Loads of packages to sort of tear into. I will be reusing those bubble envelopes because they're in really good condition. Just don't understand why they're packaged in that way. We've had this by at least twice before, I remember. Anyway, I tried not to look at the contents when I was tipping it all out into a nice heap over here. The ones I did pick out are the large Merps, Burps and Lurps and all the rest of it. So we've got 7 of the corner ones in dark bluish grey, which are really useful for the cabinet. 2 of these old dark grey ones, one with stickers all over it for similar use, and 2 in light bluish grey. So we'll have some nice variety in the cabinet. Just, well, I'm going to be using hundreds of those in the coming weeks and months. I've been designing the main sort of level that we've got the 2 bases on already for all of the sort of texture and stuff this week. So yeah, that's getting a bit nearer, but it's still just that level. We've still got 2 more to go. Speaking of more levels, here are some other bits I might be using further down when we get to sort of dark tan sand. I think that'll be darker the deeper we go. And I'm thinking of using these kind of on their side, maybe even as parts of the floor where there's lava in between for some sort of mid-Atlantic ridge or something like that, where we've got new land being created, just like we've got in Iceland and so on. So I don't know if that will look good, like a sort of crack. It's a bit repetitive, that's all, with this sort of pattern. It's a pity we don't have a sort of left-handed one and a right-handed one. Anyway, there's 4 of those in dark tan. And then random order for absolutely everything else. So here is a minifigure that I've never had before. And I kind of thought, well, I may as well, just because I don't own it really, because this seller is very economical on prices. So sometimes things that you just pass by and think, I'm not buying that for a £5. When it goes below a certain price, you think, well, maybe I have to. Now, I don't need this character Calamity Drone from the Lego Movie 1. from 2014 because, well, I don't need a Western dressed kind of member of the super secret police, really, if you think about it. But I could change the arms to yellow and the head to yellow and just ignore, oh no, there's a tiny bit of silver up that, but that could just be a sort of nice frill to the corseted dress, I suppose. Anyway, that hairpiece with the little hat on is just fantastic. So if I ever do a sort of Western or, I don't know, colonial era sort of build, then basically this will be perfect, won't it? So it's very speculative indeed, but something I just didn't have. Here's a lobster. Very nice. So that'll be for the under the sea. Lots of undersea pieces in sort of sand and dark sand, as I think of it, tan and dark tan. Lots of these pieces for texture on the ground. They can all interlock and make a wavy line quite easily. I've got a great big mound of these pieces, the sort of flower pieces that were stacked that we saw the other week. Right, here's some of my army building. So here is a foot soldier from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Now, Shredder is building a bit of an army. I haven't decided exactly what he's going to be putting them to evil uses doing, but nonetheless, I'm getting loads more. So these came in all sorts of sets, like 79103, Turtle Lair Attack from 2013. And, well, this is one of the reasons why I went with this vendor, because they've got absolutely loads of the things I'm army building for. So there's one, there's two, there is three. I think there's going to be more. There's four. Can you guess how many he's bought? There's five. And they're all just about £1. They're about £1.10 each, I think. So it's just rude not to, really. Six. I mean, I'm going to have a big army in no time at this rate. 7. Yes, that was the answer. If you guessed 7, you were right. So there's loads of foot soldiers for one army. Then another army is these evil knights. So these have got the wonderful decorated black armor and the interesting sort of pointy helmet that's really nice, and the legs to match. And these are the ones that I'm going to be using storming Brick Nottingham Castle. Maybe they're from Brick Derby, who knows. So I want to get loads of those on those glow-in-the-dark horses and stuff, all in the same uniform, effectively. So I won't have these as part of my future plan castle, because I'm going to do the actual 10305 castle, the recent re-release set. Well, not re-release, but, you know, new classic castle set. I'm not going to use these for, but I will be using the more historic knights for that. So how many of these did I get? Well, 1. You're going to make your guess now. 2. Oh, and a free shield with that one. Very good. They were not advertised as not having any weapons or shields. 3. See, this is why I had to shop at this place when I saw this many people. 4. For such a bargain price. 5. Yep, 5 of those. So we already made 2 of our armies miles bigger in one fell swoop. Then another army that I wanted to really increase was my Alien Conquest army. Now, this might be a new one. I don't think I've mentioned this much before, but I just adore these Alien Conquest aliens. And I've got them all around the Space Tower, of course, invading. I've got them flying in the skies of Brick Nottingham. I've got them over Far Corner Farm. I've even got them watching the wrestling on the top of the Palace Cinema. But we could always use more, I reckon. And there are 2 main sort of troopers. Well, this is the trooper that was in 4 sets, including 7066, Earth Defense HQ from 2011. I don't have that set, but I really want that ship. I don't really need that large transporter that it's sort of launched from, but I really like the ship. It's got some cool stickers on it and ADU written on every flat surface, Alien Defense Unit. So they're the kind of goodies, but this is the trooper. And then the other one is this pilot, and he came in another 4 sets, 7067 being one of them, the Jetcopter Encounter, which is a very cool copter, if you ask me, with some lovely stickers and details on it as well. You put an alien in the back of that. So it's not just the alien ships that are great in that range. Yeah, so they're just slightly different torsos, different legs, different heads. And I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Have you made your guess? 5, 6, 7. Ooh, yeah, there will be more. 8. 9. Yep, that's it. 9 of those. That's a third army built. Haha, wow, lovely. Volume is sometimes better. Quantity is better than quality sometimes. So that is all my army building for this haul. Oh, apart from one rock monster, who is the harder to get, I think. Sulfurix, the Transneon Green one, who came with one little polybag, but also 8959 Claw Digger from 2009, which is actually a better set than it looks. It looks a bit rubbish, but I've actually got that, and it's quite good actually. So anyway, there's him with loads of space inside for putting little rock crystals that he might have eaten. So that's kind of an army build as well. But that's not where the minifigure joy ends, because we've got a few series minifigures that were also incredibly cheap and good value. So I've just got another Breakdancer from Series 20, just for the parts really. I mean, those legs are great, the torso's great, the hat hair combo's great. So I think I've got 3 of those now, but I can split 2 of them up. I've also got this one before, but Series 17 Dance Instructor. No water bottle. There was also no boombox with her, but it doesn't matter at all. No big gun with her, but these aren't really hard to find pieces really. And now this one is completely new to me. This is the Gorilla Suit guy from Series 3. And hey, he's got the sweating head, so he's got the right head on underneath that, zip on the back. And I've never had this before. He didn't come with a banana, but I've got loads, so that'll be fine. I've got to decide what to do with him. Now, I do have a full-size gorilla on the top of the tallest building in Brick Nottingham, right up against the wall, that facade. So I could put him with that guy. I don't really know, though. It doesn't make much sense. I could put him as a cargo unit, you know, just inside a cage or something like that, sat down with some bananas, like in transit to a zoo or something like that. But otherwise, I think I need ideas for this guy, because I would like to get him in the city, since I've only got one of them. Yes, so very good to get him. Another new minifigure for me is this guy, who, is missing a little bit that's popped off. There it is his funky hair. Oh, yes, look at that. Now, why on earth did I buy this guy? He's called General Magmar. And he is rather fabulous, I do declare. He came in the set 70321, General Magmar's Siege Engine of Doom from 2016. Just wow, look at that. What is that if not awesome? Why are the wheels up on the side? Well, because it folds down flat for transport. Even cooler. Oh, wow, that is brilliant. Great set. I also like Clay's massive sword in that. He's the goody guy to the side on his sort of mechanical hover steed. Yeah, that looks really good. It reminds me of kind of Masters of the Universe, if you ask me. But anyway, so this was also quite keenly priced and in the catalogue, with this sort of chin guard piece and this lovely frayed cloak in dark red. And I thought, well, do I need a reason to buy something as fantastic as this? I don't think I really do. So I just bought it. I've got no idea why, but I love him. He's great. Obviously needs some sort of, deep underground scene where loads of people with magma type characteristics, maybe that in, what was it, the big rock monster, I've forgotten his name now, Inferno, whatever he was called. He could be part of that scene as well. Eruptor, that was it, wasn't it? Yeah. So yeah, ideas for that as well, but he is rather great. I love that hairpiece. Yeah, very good. So yeah, I was filling my boots with minifigures, and I didn't stop there. I got this torso for an old forest man, and this is the one with the red kind of neck bit. It was only £1. It's a little bit frayed on this corner, but not too bad at all. So I can make another forest man for the gang, because I've got the black neck bit, that's John. I've got the one without the neck bit, that's Barry. So there's a blue one and a brown one yet to go, and I think I've got the blue one on order. So yeah, not too many to go. Fantastic. That looks great. So that'll be another addition to the gang on top of Friar Tuck. And then last for the minifigures, question mark? Don't really know. It's the last one I can see at the moment. It's another wizard for my castle scene. So this one probably will go with the new 10305 Lions Castle, because I'm trying to get all the funky old wizards with their cool decorated hats and cloaks and, well, torsos and legs as well, but it's the hats that are the really cool bit. I think this is the third one I've got now, and this is the evil no, hold on, this is the Dragon Wizard, isn't it? There's an evil wizard and a Dragon Wizard. So this one is unique to the set 70403, Dragon Mountain. Where else, if you think about it? From 2013, which has probably the nicest dragon in it that LEGO's ever made, in my opinion. Also a lovely princess to rescue and all the rest of it. So that is a really good set. But this guy is the pick of the group, I think. He's got a bit of a big crease in his cloak, but we can iron that out, no problem. I'll just give it a wash, might even flatten that out. But yeah, that's looking pretty good if you ask me. Love the big black beard, but the best bit is that dragon hat, and that's not worn at all. It's looking in really good nick, actually. So that is how I found this vendor. I was looking at who had Dragon Wizards. This person had one for a very good price, and then when I saw how much else they had, I thought, yep, go on then. I'll do a massive army build haul and it'll be really good fun. So yeah, that is that. Don't know why these are in a bag. It's the only thing that was. Little end sort of slope pieces in dark green from Under the Sea. Some more grey, dark grey. Some little plates. I just always buy these because I'm always running out. And some in dark tan as well. Don't want to knock over all my minifigures. Now here's something. This is a Duplo great big plant vine piece. And I got one of these very recently. Was it John's Haul? Can't remember. But basically I already had this on order when that came. So that's why I was quite surprised to see it still for the size of it. But kind of thinking great minds think alike. So what I think I'm going to do is still use this for the build that I had planned. But I can incorporate the other one that I've already got into it. So I'll actually have two. So I've got that here, and they are identical. So there we go. This one's got a nasty kink in it, but I think I'll be able to flatten that out by putting something heavy on top of it, or maybe just putting it in some very hot water for a short period and then straightening out. But I reckon I can make one that's twice as long now by attaching one end to the other. I won't have a Duplo piece to do it, but I'm sure we can get something that's exactly the right size, maybe a modified brick or something. And then it'll just be twice as long. So yeah, I still think it will work well for my build. In fact, having it twice as long will probably make it even better. I'm not going to tell you what it's for because that will spoil what I think will be a really, really good fun scene. So yeah, that I'm really looking forward to using. Something else I've had in the past, but I'm collecting to get as many as I can, is this round door from A Hobbit Hole, obviously, from 79003, An Unexpected Gathering from 2012. And I've got 4 now. I've got 3 here waiting in my pile to one side, and that's the 4th. And I'm going to use these just to replace the ones that are green without the printing on, that are the drum reels for the on the back of the train as some of the cargo there. So now I've got 4. I need 2 more because I've actually modified mine to the 6 sides, 3 big reels rather than the 2 that come with the 60052. So yeah, I need 2 more of those, and then I can transfer the stickers using my patented hot tea technique, and I'll have some really unique cargo. But you know, it'll be very similar to the ones that come in the set, except I'll have this printing on, and that's the sort of subtle detail that I go for. Oh, it's a bit sad, really, but anyway, that's me. Anyway, then I've got some dishes, and these are in a rather interesting colour of sand purple. I think I've had these before. Weirdly, they've still got other bits attached, so I got 4 of these. This one's got things attached on the inside and outside, so obviously the vendor hasn't tried to sell those pieces separately. They've done themselves out of a few pennies there, but anyway, I'll gladly use those extra pieces, so stick those in there. Got 2 more of these cable things that I've used both for my Ghostbusters and I forget where else, but they can go under the sea. So 2 of those in the lime. Then I've got loads of these for under the sea, which I also used as cable on a cargo wagon, didn't I? A sort of telecoms piping or something being transported. So there's an absolute fistful of those. So that will make some good undersea plantage as well. Oh, there's a 3rd one of those. And then talking of the undersea, look at that. Ooh, that bit's all wibbly. So that bit's quite sturdy. That's sort of floppy, but that bit's really wibbly. It's a bit like rubbery and nasty to feel. Anyway, I got this piece just because it looks so weird, doesn't it? It kind of looks like a manta ray, but without the wings, if you can call them that, the sort of big fins that look like wings. And I guess that's what Lego was thinking, really, because it's called a Baraki Mantax, which sounds like manta. And that came in two sets, like 8926, the Toa Undersea Attack from 2007, where it's very nasty looking. Kind of a cross between, what, Alien and something from the Matrix, maybe? You know, those things that sort of chase down the ship underground. Yeah, so I'm wondering if I'll be able to use that under the sea. These look a bit metally rather than organic, which isn't so good. Also, it's black, and that's not going to show up as well as some other things. But yeah, it might be worth playing around with. We can get some bright glowy eyes in the eye slots and, well, some big wings. It might look really good. Don't know how I'm going to do those. Maybe brick built ones. But yeah, it was an interesting piece that I thought I would try out. And there's even a couple of attachment holes in the top for something else. Couple of axle holes in the bottom. So yeah, that's something to play around with. Give me some ideas for that if you've got something else to add. But it's pretty big. I mean, golly, if you were a minifigure and that was chasing after you, you'd be right scared. Cool. One more of those. Right, here are some bigger train bases. So this is a 24 long one. This is a 24 long one. And this is a 28 long one. Ooh, can't get it out. They've given me a free, golly, I'm going to have to, there we go. Bogey plate in black as well. They're quite expensive. They're a couple of £1 each, I'd say, for a black bogey plate. Always useful, especially where you can see one visibly. You don't want a bright yellow one shining out, so that's actually really good. Didn't pay for that. Anyway, these three are to go for my long length cargo train world record, really, in the future. I don't know when I'm going to go for that, but, you know, whenever I do, I'm going to need loads more wagons, because I've pretty much got the train going around 3 sides of my city. So we've got roughly one side, and I keep meaning to measure it for those people who are asking, how long is my train and how long is my train track? But I think 3 of those has got to really increase the length of my train quite significantly. And I may have to get another motor just to get it really powered around the course. So what should I do? I'll put these at the very front. Then here's the base plates, and they did survive that dented box. Well, that one's a bit bent, but I think it might have been advertised as bent. Anyway, I'll probably use it underneath a building or something, so it's no real problem. But yeah, that one's a little bit bent and marked. I think that was described as such. And this one seems fine in grey. I'll be using that near the closet door for the base of another building coming up, so I can make it right into that corner that we haven't got into. And there's some sticky, nasty stuff on there, but I'll get to that later. So 2 of those. More plates, more plates, more plates. Knocked over him. More flowers. More tan pieces. May as well just throw it all on. There we go. There's another lobster. Very nice to have him. Here's another Bionicle thing. Now, apparently this glows in the dark. I don't think I've charged it enough, but I'll hold it here while I'm talking about it. Basically, this is called a Viscerac Sukarak, obviously. Just rolls off the tongue, that. 8769, Viscerac's Gate is where this came from, 2005. And I've got no idea what's going on in that set. Who's goody, who's baddie, what's going on? They seem to be fighting over something, but I can't tell even what. But I just thought that would be an interesting bug for Under the Sea as well. Again, it's black, so it might not show up very well, but the glow-in-the-dark bit will. Yeah, it was only pennies, so I thought I'd try it. Then I've got more flowers, more tan pieces and rock face pieces. Just wherever they're cheap, I just fill my boots, as you know. Now, that is different. Yeah, that is a head, and I think there should be another one. Yep, there it is. These are heads from the Series 2 Mime. Now, that series minifigure came with 3 heads. One was the smiley happy face, one was the sad face, and one was this kind of, well, scared face, I suppose you'd call it. And weirdly, the one that I bought secondhand only had one head, and it was the smiley one, which I was happy with, quite literally. Hey, anyway, I needed the other two, so they've been on my list forever, and it just so happened that those two were available in this store. And shall I tell you what I'm going to use two of them for? Anyway, I'm going to swap this one. So the mime who is on my boardwalk has this head on, and that'll leave me with a happy face and a sad face. Yeah, I may as well tell you. And I'm going to use them to decorate a theatre, because I've got that Friends theatre. And I thought that the two kind of theatre faces of a happy face and a sad face kind of make that very traditional sort of, well, I say traditional, it's ancient Greek, isn't it? The happy face and the sad face for the comedy and tragedy of the theatre. It's kind of a symbol of the theatre. So I just thought using these two heads to make that logo would be really cool. It's kind of a part of a 3D sign. So it's not quite right here because we haven't got the smiley one here, but yeah, I think that'll work really well. They do seem to be, they aren't glow in the dark, are they? They do seem to be a little off-white, but then they are consistent throughout. So I'll have to compare that with the one I've already got. I hope they aren't too damaged. I could always try and use hydrogen peroxide on them to try and whiten them if they need it. Jolly good. So it's good to get those two at long, long last. Ah, there's another vital piece. It doesn't look that vital, does it? It's a bright green helmet. And why is this vital? Well, it is to join the only other piece I've got for the Condiment King character. Yes, and I've got the legs and the hat, and it's unique to this particular minifigure, this bright green hat. And that only came in 70920, the Egghead Mech food fight from 2018, where the Condiment King is socially distancing from the other minifigures in that set. So we'll get there eventually. I still need the torso. Don't need the head, because I'm going to go for yellow face, and that's the skin tone one. So yeah, I'm not actually as far away as you might think. So that is really good. Some more tan pieces, those sort of slopes, they're useful for bits of sandbank. Might be able to attach a plant to that. Yeah, more. Ooh, didn't go through that one. Sort of sand green one with attachment points. Can make a really sort of dense undersea bush there. Quite hard to pick all these up in any number, but they're quite unexciting. One more, or rather two more, trans neon orange pieces for that sort of lava scene that I'm thinking of doing, that I mentioned earlier. More. Oh, now that's interesting. A green gear, a great big one. Now for my fairground rides, there's a couple that use this and a couple of them that have one that's visible. And one of those is the pirate ship. And I just thought that this being green might blend more into the background, given that the ground is green and some of that ride is actually green, than a grey one. So that'll be just a direct swap for a colour change. But I've been looking out for these for quite a while, and they're quite expensive from some people. But here it was about 70p. Oh, I got two. Can't remember if I need two for two different rides or if I just got two because I saw two. Anyway, more slopes, more plates, more little bits here. And a couple of those sort of vine pieces in the brown. And some 1x1s. Now these are in a bag as well. That's weird. Oh, they're the grabber ones. 1x1 modified tiles or plates, depending on how you look at it, in sand green. And then last but not least, a nice hairpiece, which I didn't have in this dark brown colour. I always think of this as Hermione hair, so, you know, that would come from Princess Hermione. And who can forget that famous hair, after all, in the films, where she was captured by Darth Voldemort and taken to the prison block in the Slytherin base. Yeah, unforgettable and absolutely unmistakable. I think you'd agree. So, yeah, that's really nice to have another nice hairpiece. So, wow, what a wonderful haul. And what a wonderful contribution from Sean. I just love the poster and that minifigure. So, yeah, really happy with that. Awesome. Well, that's got to be the most successful army building haul I've ever done. Loads of foot soldiers, loads of knights, a wizard, a wonderful underground magma type person, gorilla suit guy, all these Alien Conquest aliens. I've got that torso for the forest men, and also another forest man sent in by Sean, of course. So yeah, brilliant. Oh, and a dragon wizard there. Absolutely amazing. So I'm very happy with this haul. Loads of parts for projects as well. I'm excited to get this vine straightened out and get that build ready to go. And lots of bits for the train, Under the Sea, and well, rock faces galore. So yeah, very good indeed. So as always, thank you very much for watching. It is appreciated. Do remember to like, comment and subscribe for more awesome LEGO videos. And if you value this channel, there are many ways in which you can support it. Do check out the links in the description below. And if you want to send something to the channel, just like Sean did, then you can. You don't have to make a wonderful wanted poster, but it does help. That is really good. So you can send something to the usual address. And next time on Robin Hood Bricks, I think I'm going to be looking at the wonderful new Jazz Club modular and put that into my city and see if we need to make any changes to that in the future. Yes, so that will get us almost ready for our Grand Tour 2023. Looking forward to it. So until all of that, see you! Ho ho, the merry gang is gathering.